Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about the tier list, the first ever tier list that we're going to be making with 3 different pros that play the game beyond 100 levels and stuff. We all have like max level characters here and there. And we're going to be talking about the pretty much the tier list, yeah. So we're here with Zen, we are here with
Yep.
Mafat,
No.
and we could not get Zerp here because he is busy at the moment, so sadly he's not going to participate. Y'all know Zerp, he's the dude who owns Mayori Hero and stuff like that. So obviously there's just going to be some discrepancies in like the way that we talk about Mayori, but compared to him who's more comfortable with certain characters in this category. So we do have a few characters on this table. Pretty much every character that ever was considered unique, epic, and so unique plus, and after that mythicals. So we pretty much have like every character, even their like not their evolved form though. So we will be talking about characters that are not in their evolved form and just discuss their evolved form whenever we get to them. So, should we get started with like the weaker characters, like the characters that are considered like unique, unique and
Yeah.
such?
Yeah. Okay.
Think we should save the bangers for last, man.
Bangers for life.
Of course, we got a few of them in here. So first things first, I do want to start off with a middle ground character, a character that's pretty much considered down the middle. I would definitely say would be Sanji. Let's say time skip Sanji. Uh, time skip Sanji is actually just a very good character all around, especially when you evolve him and he gets Diable Jambe. So it's really just up to the user if they even want to pick him up or level him up to max. But I would say he's definitely up there whenever it comes to like some of the more playable units. How do you guys think?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think he's bad. I would just recommend going for Wano Sanji, if anything. If you do plan on getting Sanji. Because that Wano Sanji is just a way better upgraded version of him. And he also has a better what was it?
He has
Gotta get
Diable
my
Azur, the evolution.
Well,
yeah,
I'll play
that right there.
Yeah. The funny part
Honestly,
is, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just basically gonna say what I said before, so it's nothing crazy.
All right.
I
So
recommend getting Wanda over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the evolution. The funny part about Sanji, especially the older Sanji, time skip Sanji, is the once you get Diable Jambe, it's literally the exact same character as an unevolved like Wano Sanji, because they both use Diable
Mm.
Jambe moves. And the only difference is the fact that this Sanji does get a obviously his evolution for the raid version, which is the blue Azure flame. So between these two characters, where do y'all think we should tier them?
Mm, I think I think time skip time skip should definitely be B tier. I
tier.
think C tier. I don't know. It's not a bad unit, honestly. It's a
I
pretty
mean,
solid unit,
we
especially for
talking with
starters.
Diablo? I mean, Evo 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Evo 2.
Yeah. I
So
mean, B
yeah,
tier for me,
Diable Jambe time skip definitely B tier character for sure.
definitely.
Not a bad unit. Very reliable, especially for starters.
Yep.
Banger.
We're going to go and rock it in a B. I think that's the most solid middle ground we could really get here. I don't think there's anyone else that I would actually say is just like him until we probably get to them, honestly. So let's go ahead and
Yeah.
get to the next one, which is definitely going to be like probably one of the worst ones to have on this list, but I thought it would be fun to like mess with, and that would be Kid Naruto. The
Oh
Kid Naruto's
my
fun, man.
lord.
He's fun, but he's single target,
Play?
and man, is that rough. Where,
Very rough.
where do y'all think this single target unit should last? Like, fall?
Well, just considering that he's fun, D tier, but honestly, he's pretty mid.
I was about to say,
He's pretty mid.
I'd
I
put him in mid.
Yeah, I'd even say that too, honestly. Freaking,
He is fun, though, to play.
he's fun. He does the really cool the Kaji no Jutsu like freaking combo where he throws him in the air. That's pretty cool. But for like infinite modes, any type of content in this game that requires more than fighting one freaking character, he's
Does
mid.
not cut it.
We do have two Goans here. We have the original Goan, and then we have Ant Art Goan. Ant Art Gon does not have an awakening yet, but I feel like he's going to be turning into adult Gon pretty soon. Well, let's try to judge them both based off of right now. I would say. We do have. I do say that both these Gones have really shown that they can really do some work, especially since they both have iframe skills, which are really nice. What do you guys think?
In my time of using going at art, honestly, he's really good considering that he also has an AoE skill, which comes in clutch, especially when you need it.
Definitely.
And on top of that, his iframes last long, so definitely worth it.
Yep,
I
and
like
original Gon.
original
Ant
Goon.
art.
I like
Yeah.
original Goon. He's pretty good. I mean, he has 2 attacks. You can pretty combo them though. It's like they're pretty AOE, so they're not bad for starters
Mm.
if you get them first.
All right. So even with the 2 attacks, where do y'all think these dudes should actually land? Each of them. We'll start off with the
Mm,
basic Gon.
basic
Probably like
go.
D tier.
I say C tier, honestly. Cause Ant art, I wouldn't put him in A tier. I put him right beside Sanji. But that's me.
Mm.
Hmm. I get
You
that
see,
for
yeah, he
sure.
could go in B tier, but I think the first go on the original it would be still D tier to me.
Yeah,
It's only 2 attacks. He only has 2 attacks.
that is true. And even for him, like he is still the weaker version of the two Gons. So I think I do
Mhm.
agree with the original Gon being a D tier unit, and I might even say Antark and C tier because it's
Mm.
just a slightly upgraded version of Gon. But yet again, he doesn't have an evolution you could back off of or piggyback off of.
Mm.
Like no, because like with evolutions, they come with half the time they come with a skill, and that gives you mode, and mode turns into a completely different move set that you could combo straight into. And I think that going missing that is like pretty hefty for especially a character that you'd want to consider putting a lot of investment into.
Mm.
Definitely.
So we
I
all
can't agree
agree.
with you more, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put Ant Art going over here in C, and then we got normal going in D. So he's not like Kid Naruto, but he's up there. All right. So let's say
Mhm.
next we should probably deal with Law. I think Law would definitely be a fun one to do next.
One of my favorites. Man, oh man, does that room clutch up?
Yep. A very
My
impressive
lord.
unit,
Very,
especially. I think
very
we've all
impressive.
used him at least once, except for Mafat. I
Yeah.
think. Mafat, did
Oh
you
yeah,
ever
the
use
Considering
Law?
that he's
the
also
infinite
an
is
epic,
pretty good.
considering he's also an epic, honestly, I think he deserves to be more than an epic. I wouldn't say he deserves to be mystic, but
Might be unique if he
maybe
had like an
maybe maybe
evolution.
maybe
They should
an
have.
awakening is due. I'm saying maybe an
Yeah.
awakening is due for him.
Yeah, I
Because
think
his
a
skills are a
Law.
little
Ooh.
outdated. His
L-
skills are a little outdated.
Yeah, Law Awakening would be really sick, especially since like he just is missing that key point, which is damage. But control, he could combo into something else, and it's just really nice to have him control the room, especially in infinite mode. And then you could just get all them close together. It's free damage. It's pretty much free damage using that room, especially since the damage goes outside of the room just a little bit to where it's like almost kind of bugged,
Literally.
but it's a good bug because it just like it's like abusing a glitch.
It makes him better. Honestly, it makes him better. It makes him more viable.
Yeah, definitely an awakening is due for this character. Uh, I wouldn't say he's definitely. I would not say he's A tier though because damage output is just lacking. He does have that one other
Mhm.
move, which is the slashes, and the
The
slashes do
the blade
some pretty
pull.
good damage. But I wouldn't
Mhm.
say that he's like got the ability to stand on his own without at least a little bit of help from another unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a combo, because you could get them in the room,
Mhm.
do that blender, then all of a sudden combo into another different unit. Then you have like really really good run.
Yeah.
And
True.
yeah, so I would actually
That's
say,
honestly
huh?
that's how I would recommend to use Law. Put using him to combo into other unit combos. That's how I would recommend it.
Yep, definitely.
Honestly, that's the best way to use him.
Where would we consider him? I would say he's definitely a high C for me.
Support character, yeah, C. I was
High
gonna
C,
say.
yeah, high
Should
C for
should we
sure.
add? Hang on, should we add a support like a support tag? Because since supports
Mm.
they are, I do
They
have to
do
add the
exist.
fact
Yeah,
that
Pito is a
supports
good
are
support.
being
Pizza,
added to the
pizza
game.
does exist.
Yeah,
Pizza does exist, chat. So we might need to do. We
I'd put
might need
Pito.
to
I
add
mean, I
in.
put support like above C.
Above, like
I put it in like right in between B and C for sure.
let's see. Yeah, freaking. Oh,
You can't go wrong with the support.
oh,
I mean,
oh, my bad. All right, there we go.
Literally.
So no lie, freaking the thing about supports, right, is that they're just
Mhm.
like so useful. At the same time, they are trying to make supports more viable now. Oh, what did I do? So, hang on, I changed the color too much. Oh Lord, hang on. Is that the right color?
you ruined it.
What color is it supposed to be? Next to green, yellow. Okay, it was supposed to be
um,
yellow. Good, good, good. Okay, sorry. I meant to add a row above and then just add that row being support. So let's go ahead and make this one support. And then let's make this one, oh god, mush. And then let's make it pink. Now, my deal with support units is that they are trying to make support units viable. They tried at least with the last update, and I know I keep bringing this up, but Orihime was definitely just like such a okay character at best, even if you don't use her as a support, to the point where they kind of made supports kind of weird. They're trying to make supports viable, and then at the same time, supports are like unnecessary for most of the gameplay. But
Yeah.
I think
Especially when you have
supports. What's up?
I was gonna say I don't think support could be used, especially when you have stuff like vampire on
Yeah,
like multi-attack characters who have AoE skills, Sukuna, you know, Ulquiorra, all these different characters that have beautiful AoE skills, do high damage, and they'll heal you probably more than Orihime will.
yeah. And the freaking other thing is, she has this thing called iframes. Like she has iframe skills that give you iframes, but almost every skill in every like mythicals category has iframes of its own, which kind of negates the fact that you might not even need her at the end of the day. Because I know
Mm,
Luffy has spammable iframes. Freaking every character has spammable iframes. Let's be honest here. Like there's
yeah,
just
for sure.
there's no reason to deal with iframes or have a support character that just wastes your time trying to do like iframes. But maybe they'll make her worth it. She is still a mythic, but she doesn't have an awakening yet. So hopefully they give her something. But honestly, dude, I think that right now supports are just they're there. They're there. They're right
Iffy.
under B tier because half of them just don't do anything, or half of them have a skill that just wastes time compared to other ones. I have seen them be used before. I cannot say that I have not seen them used. I have seen them been used before. I've seen them used in raids. I've seen like characters like Pito used in raids. I've seen characters that heal used in raids. So I can't say that they're bad. I just can't say that they're the cream of the crop right now for end game players. All right, freaking. I guess we'll get on to the next one. How about we start off with Aizen?
Ooh,
Aizen is a sore thumb for me. I don't know about you guys, but I love him. I think he has a very impressive kit, but I think they were trying too hard with him. If I'm totally honest here, they gave him a lot of weird moves, and a lot of them just don't hit half the time, like the lightning one or the perfect box. They're just
the
some really
box.
weird
the
moves.
box is a weird
That's
hitbox.
that's what I dislike about his kit. That the box really is. It's
I
really
mean, it
hard to hit. It's hard to hit.
has a wonky like setup
Oh,
system on your distance attacks. Like it'll auto it somewhere else than where you're looking.
Yeah.
hmm
So right now he's his awakening, his evolution is pretty cool, but even at that, the only good skill he has is annihilation. Then he has the perfect black box, and then that's like just the same situation with the box, and it's just like, okay, cool, freaking, he's not exactly my cup of tea right now. He does do damage. If you can hit the box, it does like a good fat chunk of damage. But everything else is okay at best. He has a bunch of single attack moves. He doesn't have anything crazy. I would not consider him like near God tier or S tier. I would actually consider him A tier just because of his scaling moves. What do you guys think?
that's fair.
I
Honestly,
agree.
that's fair.
Y'all don't have any discrepancies with that?
Not really.
Honestly, no.
I agreed with everything you said there.
Yep. Freaking Aizen. I hope they actually give this dude some love because I think that if he at least like gets something else, like, or at least they fix his kit a little bit, maybe he'll feel better to play. Honestly.
Maybe rework it. Maybe rework it.
All right. So the guy who kind of shook the world with the update and kind of just made everyone go, "What the hell?" Freaking the second this update dropped was Mayori. We all saw the
Ooh.
damage. We all saw the video. It's still like that. It's not even nerfed yet because they can't figure out how to nerf him yet. But this dude's kit is disgusting. Not even without the damage being a thing. Like, just without the damage. There's other characters that do high damage. This dude's kit is really good. Like, he's got multi slashes. He's got a pushback multi hit. He's got like a iframe slash that does a crap ton of damage. Like, he's just got an incredible kit. And his Bankai, huge. Massive, massive, massive Bankai.
Massive skill.
And the most annoying skill ever to deal with as well in infinite mode.
Definitely.
I think we can all agree that Mayori is just disgusting.
God tier.
God.
God tier, honestly.
God tier.
Yeah, this dude just like he shook the game, and everyone wants a Mayori right now. Oh, not aura. No, he has got no aura. He's got the goofiest look in his face. Wano Sanji. Wano Sanji's a fun one, I gotta say, because he's got the moveset from Diable Jambe, which is like solid B. And then after that, he gets the Diable Azur moveset, which makes him just really good and more consistent than some people. His moveset just has a lot of iframes, lots of AoE, and it also has low cooldowns. So it's just super solid for clearing trash in infinite mode and also for keeping up with everyone else in raids. Where do y'all think we should put him?
I think for him, it's between A and S.
I was gonna say A tier.
Like a high A? Maybe an S?
Yeah, high A.
I wouldn't put him higher
but not
than
above
Aizen.
Aizen. Yeah, not above Aizen though. Not above
Oh,
But if there
the
is
problem
anybody else in the A tier, he would probably be above them.
the problem with that, right, is that I don't think Aizen's better than Wano Sanji. I really don't. I think he's like more mediocre than Wano Sanji, and I know that we all have like a bias because it's freaking Aizen. He's supposed to be the best in every video game. He is the best in most video games, but right now his kit is absolute booty.
I don't
I
even like
can't.
Bleach like that. I just think he's better.
Yeah, but Wano Sanji, if you see this dude work, he just has iframes galore, full on AOE, just amazing kit and very solid damage. I can't say that he's going to be above Aizen. Yet again, S tier is like for like very very broken characters. I would say that he's definitely a high A. I wouldn't say he's a low A at all.
Is that Evo Aizen as well though? On A tier?
Yeah, but Evo Aizen only has like one good move, and then the rest are okay at best. So freaking, what do y'all think? I'm thinking low S. I'm honestly thinking a low S. Because
Low S, I'm still thinking low A.
low A, that's crazy.
High.
Well,
Oh,
all
not
right,
low A, but like below.
High A right beside Aizen.
all
High
right,
A right next to him.
to him.
all
Right
right, all right.
beside him. I mean, cause no, I honestly think that there's
and
gonna be a
Glade
lot more
Sanji, my boy.
characters out of this entire tier list. I think
For
there's gonna
real.
be a lot more characters being added into A tier.
I don't know. They might be added to S
Now,
tier.
he will be above him though, for sure.
I don't know, man.
Let's see
But
let's see
honestly,
how it feels after a while because there's a lot of characters who can take that
yeah.
spot. Let's see.
Probably
The,
added
And
at
who
the
knows?
end
Who
for a
knows?
little
By the
bit.
end of the tier list, we might even end up swapping around some characters.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying.
All right. So, one character I do want to stick and support though is Pito. I don't think Pito is bad. She definitely has only like 1-2 good moves, but freaking she still has healing, which is super
Increased the
viable.
range on her fear thing, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
She's
that
a lot
feels
more
good.
viable.
So I would say she's definitely a high support tier. High support.
Definitely.
All right, we have let's play around with some of the littler units. Asta. Asta's a fun one.
Ooh, amazing starter, honestly. Amazing starter. Remember when I first got on the game?
Yep.
I got him, ran him, and he carried. He was a solid unit. He doesn't crumble, honestly. He has a great AoE, not necessarily AoE, but a barrage attack that also knocks back.
He's got a lot of
Not
knockback.
bad. And
He's
you
got a
and
lot
you
of
can
knockback.
combo you can combo very well with Asta.
Yep. I think all of his
And his skills
moves.
also have a
He
very
does
low
have a good
cooldown.
combo moveset.
Very
Not gonna
Oh,
very
lie.
low cooldown as well.
Very
someone,
viable.
someone literally just subscribed as we're recording. Gamma Crab.
Okay.
Shout out Gamma
Hey,
Crab. Shout out
appreciate
Gamma
that.
Crab.
Man, shout out Gamma Crab, man.
Yeah, freaking. Yeah, that's hilarious.
The goat.
Yeah,
Welcome
Asta.
to the
I
family,
love
bro.
Asta, man. He freaking. He's just got an impressive kit. Those slashes where he does the multi hit, knocks you back. You could literally pivot, then into your thrust right after, and that's just a free
Yeah.
combo. And
All the time.
yeah, with good stats, dude, this dude could be ridiculous, and I would even consider him to be like high B tier, definitely,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even low A tier because of his kit. But yet
Yeah.
again, Sanji is like considered the middle ground, so it's either we put Sanji in like low A tier, or we put Asta in high B tier.
Mm, we gotta. I think it's safe to put Austin in B tier because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he's still technically just for mainly used by starters, or
Yeah,
should be mainly used by
He's
starters. Because I
not
don't see
anymore used
anybody in
a lot of
end game. Yeah, I don't see any end game players really running Asta like that
yeah, he's got a good combo. He's got a good combo for
for
sure.
sure.
He's got like in almost a real yeah, he's just really good. All right, Jin Bei,
Ooh,
Jin
I
Bei.
honestly, I don't
Back
even
bay.
think this is. I don't think
Mid
this is a
bay. You
discussion.
mean mid bay?
I do not think this is a discussion. I think it's either D or mid. Honestly. His skill set is
Fodder.
honestly garbage.
It
His,
is.
his iframes do not last long
Eats mana. Eats all
whatsoever,
your stamina, bro. It eats
and
all your
that as well, it burns through usage. I don't think Jinbei should be used by any starter. I do not recommend him at all.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
just me.
I agree. I can't say. All right, let's do a
Stay
more
away from Jinbei.
controversial one. All right, let's get controversial here. All right,
Controversial.
let's do Hisoka.
Honestly, for controversial, I say Sukuna.
Sukuna, you want to get straight to Sukuna?
Well, not straight to Sukuna, but the thing is,
I think that's a little easier, honestly. I think that's way easier than
you think
talking
so?
about
You think
Hisoka.
so?
Yeah, because
Mm,
I think we can all agree at the end of the day that Sukuna is very good, but there's still some discrepancies with his damage right now
yeah,
because of
He's
the
just
game
mad
and
they
everything
nerfed
like
it.
that. They nerfed him, they buffed him, they nerfed him again. So like for
yeah,
he's still very good. Like one of the greatest
for
moves in
sure.
the entire game is his
Definitely needs a
domain.
buff right now.
He definitely needs
Definitely
a
needs a
buff though.
buff.
Oh, you know what? A more controversial one. How about Vegito?
Ooh,
He just got a buff,
great,
so
He
I
great
would
just
say
got
boss
a
he,
buff,
killer. He
but
just got a buff too.
he's got his moves though. His moves though are
his
not the
moves I'm
craziest.
using him. I don't know. They're Evo, yeah, I'm about to get Evo, so
The
His,
oh, go
I
ahead.
think his base is a little bit. I think his
I
base
think
is all right. The
base
skill
is A
set for
tier.
base is
I'm
all
saying
right.
it's A tier.
But his Evo is definitely amazing for sure. His Evo skill set is
I
amazing.
has to get him up to S.
Uh, I don't know about S because of that
I mean,
freaking
damage wise,
I mean, yeah, damage wise, amazing, bro. Amazing boss killer, bro. Honestly,
yeah.
damage
Vegeta's
wise, S tier overall, high A, probably top of A, probably top of A. Honestly.
man. Y'all are really agreeing on this. Honestly, controversial in my butt, man. Like y'all are actually agreeing on this.
I don't know. You don't like his moves, but I think they're pretty good.
No, like after
well,
Evo,
I,
he
I
does get really good, but he's definitely not S tier in my opinion. And that's controversial because he should be S tier to a lot of people. Even like honestly, I would even
Fan
argue
favorite.
for him that more people play Vegito now than they have ever played Kid Buu ever. And
For real.
Kid Buu is just like a more spicy version of what Vegito is.
yeah.
So both of them are
And with this new buff,
yeah, with
he's
this new buff,
honestly, he's
both of them
honestly
got
really
buffed.
good.
Both of them got buffed.
Yeah, they did. They did. Chad. To be fair, they did both get buffed. But
All right.
thing is, bro, with Kid Buu, from what I'm seeing, they've doubled his skills like the damage for each of his skills across the board. So destructive Kamehameha. Before it used to do 25, it does 50 now. Pearl Flash. Before it used to do 30, it does 60. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think that's a really good buff for him and a buff that he needed because before the buff, he was honestly mediocre for a Mystic unit.
All right, so I think we could all agree that S tier is definitely on the market for Vegeta.
Yes.
For
Yes.
sure.
What about Kid Buu? He's pretty much in the same
Ooh.
exact category.
Yeah,
Now that with the
honestly,
buff, I'd put him up there.
for sure.
Definitely a little lower, but they've been so hand in hand, especially since both these guys released like a few months back. But freaking finally, they actually do get to shine nowadays. So it is dope to see them actually having more impressive kits and also more damage. Very impressive.
Definitely.
All right, let's do how do you say it? Yeah, let's just do Hisoka. Let's get Hisoka out of the way.
All right.
All right.
2 moves. Mm,
He has two
You
moves.
know,
He's very mid right now, in my opinion.
not much to say.
I would not even put him. I would put him at like the bottom of B, in my opinion.
but
But
that's I feel like that's because he's not fully fleshed out. If he was, you know what I'm saying, a
I
complete
need like
character,
a
then
Phantom Troop Evo or something.
something like that.
He needs two more moves. That's
Yeah.
what I think. He needs two more moves, maybe an Evo.
Yeah. Unless that is his complete character. And if so, then honestly he's not all that great. But I
Yeah.
highly doubt that's his complete character.
So we're feeling low B.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little B as of now, but that's because he doesn't really have anything to back it back, you know what I'm saying? Make him any higher than that.
Honestly, why does Ant Gon
And we're
have more
giving him the
moves than
benefit
him?
of the doubt.
Why
I
does
don't even
Ant?
know.
Why is he better right now?
I mean, he's not bad. Angon is not bad.
All right. I know I got a good feel of Grimmjow, and if I'm gonna like argue for anybody, I think Grimmjow with Evo has just been very impressive. I think that he's definitely up there because if y'all have never seen him, he has a very impressive spam kit of just a lot of multi-attack moves. His claw slashes, his mid-air jumps, lots of iframes, freaking just ridiculous kit. Very fun kit too because with what's the move set in Bleach? The fist moves.
Ooh,
What's the fist moves
I'm
called
not
again?
too sure.
Hakuda.
Here,
His Hakuda.
there you
Yeah, he's got like crazy Hakuda combos. Amazing unit. He's just like for such a fresh character. I would even argue that some people would put him above S, but after the Vegito and Kid Buu buffs, I can't say that I can agree. I think that he's definitely
Yeah,
very, very good, especially for a free unit that you could get just by
yeah,
completing the battle pass. That just makes him even better, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I agree with that.
yeah. I agree. I honestly can't say much because I haven't got the feel for the character myself. But from your words, I could trust you. I honestly trust you
All right.
at
No
keeping
doubt.
him in that S tier.
Freaking, I think that, no, I would love to see more Janambo gameplay. All I've seen him is just lots of freaking big AoE slams. Like freaking, he's fun, man. And he's
From
got no
honestly,
evolution.
from the
What's up?
boss fight, his skill set. If it's the same exact skill set,
It
then
is.
he's not. He's really good. He's really good. He has long iframe skills, high damage, and most of them are multi attack.
Yep.
He's honestly good and he's viable.
Yeah. It's. I think we can make the same argument for most of the characters that got added. I would even say that all
Mhm.
three of these characters, besides like, because everyone's gonna say Renji's god tier because of the freaking this Bankai move. They're gonna say freaking. Everyone here has an argument to be god tier, but that's because they're overtuned. Like, let's be honest here. They're all
Yeah,
overtuned. They're all doing ridiculous damage right now. Byakuya is doing crazy damage. Renji did 20k with his Bankai. Kenpachi just slashes everyone to death in seconds. Janambo is just broken. Iframes galore. Freaking yeah. I could even make an argument that all these brand new characters that just came out for the story like are definitely either high S tier or all God tier. What do y'all think?
It's not.
Say
It's
highest
not a
tier.
bad choice. It's not a bad. It's not a bad thing, honestly.
You say high S tier? We'll just keep it at high S tier. Because I think the
Mm,
only person who's really shown off the hardest is Mayori.
for sure.
But that's because, well,
Honestly.
okay, no, actually, Renji, 20k damage on the Bankai. I cannot not put this dude in God tier. Like, come on, okay, so he's very up there. He's very up there. But let's just say, oh yeah, let's make an argument. Agree
Honestly,
to
I feel it's
disagree.
difficult. I feel it's difficult, putting all the broken Bleach characters, trying to put them into their own tiers. Because honestly, almost basically all of them are overturned.
I can
All of them
make
are overturned.
I can make one argument.
Bleach tier.
Bleach tier. I can make one argument though.
Bleach tier.
I can make one argument.
What's
Janambo
up?
and Kenpachi do not have awakenings. That's the only
Mm,
argument I can make. Even though they're very broken, it's just that I think that both of them would definitely be considered high S. And the Bankai states for a lot of these other characters are just broken. Freaking, I would even say like Janambo, he's fun. He's definitely fun. He's definitely high S tier. I mean low S tier, but fun. I wouldn't say he's better than Grimmjow because his kit is not as spammable as Grimmjow's.
mhm.
Kenpachi, fun, but oh god, what just happened? Hello? Uh oh.
Nope,
Um,
we're still here. We hear you.
Uh oh. Think the tier list bugged.
What?
Uh
well, that's
oh,
that's it
there
for
it
the
is.
video.
It's good.
No,
It's good. It's good.
Yo.
Okay,
Hey, don't
I
forget
think.
youtube.com/stat. No.
All right,
Yo.
let's go. Okay, so we got Kenpachi here. I think Kenpachi's definitely up here because that damage is just crazy right now. Freaking Byakuya. I have.
Ooh.
That Bankai state's stupid. Let me be honest here. The ability. What's that ability called in freaking Deep Woken? That stupid ability.
Warden Blades. Warden Blades.
Warden Blades. He's literally got Warden Blades, but I don't think he's on par with Grimmjow because Grimmjow has his kit but more aggressive. Byakuya's kit's just more defensive. In my opinion, Byakuya's kit is just very good against like infinite mode. But whenever it comes down to bosses, he has to be the main target in order to do exactly the amount of damage that Grimmjow already does. So freaking the Grimmjow could be doing just attacking the boss already. So freaking hard to say. What do y'all guys think?
Fair.
Pretty fair comment.
Yep.
Honestly.
Seeing Janambo's mug in S tier is freaking crazy, but that's until they nerf damage.
What?
Listen, guys,
Oh man, when
after
they
they
nerf
nerf
damage,
damage, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens after they actually do a full damage patch. Because right now, Janambo looking better than Aizen, and it ain't looking too good. bro is the gatekeeper of Soul
well,
Society.
I didn't say that. Nah, but
Your
That
boy got super
unfortunately,
Vegito.
unfortunately, it is kind of true.
honestly, seeing
Though
Janambo
the
up
only
there.
downfall of Aizen is his skill set.
Okay,
That's his only downfall.
I do have one switcheroo I would love to make here, and it's because of the fact that I think someone here is being dissed, and I don't appreciate it. I think it's
And
Wano
that is
Sanji and Janambo. I think they should switch. I don't think that Janambo, because keep in mind, Wano Sanji has an awakening, and
mhm.
freaking that thing is very good, like ridiculously good, and does good damage. And freaking Janambo does not have an awakening, but he has some very solid moves. I think that they should switch though, because yes, both their kits are very good, but I think that Sanji deserves S tier over Janambo.
Fair.
Honestly, I think I think that you might be right on that.
I thought you were about to
Janambo
say.
is
I thought you were about to say you're meat riding right now.
nah, because he Wano Sanji. Honestly, I feel like we did downplay him, but at the time, that was only because we didn't have all these other characters on the list.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But now that we're adding on, we can actually really start
Move 'em up
pinpointing
in
where
the rank.
characters belong. Yeah.
Or you know what? You know what? Let's sit on it and let's just wait till we put everyone up here. Because I
Alright.
think there's going to be a lot of discrepancies. I think Ulquiorra.
Ooh.
I think we all know about
Oh
this.
man,
We all understand
God
Ulquiorra right
tier.
now.
Honestly, above Mayuri. I would say that.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
would honestly say he's above
definitely.
Mayuri.
Mayori is the most
Honest,
consistent freaking, but the AoE on freaking Segunda, crazy.
crazy. And the damage output as well.
Get God on this
Oh
dude,
my
you pretty much beat
lord.
the game.
Literally.
Yeah,
Unreal.
yeah.
All right, we'll get
Unreal what you can
Ichigo
do
on
with the
here
god
too.
tier characters.
Ichigo, in my opinion, is not up there, man.
He is like B tier. I'd say.
He's okay. So this Ichigo, right? The Visored Ichigo, he's got an
That's the
okay kit.
Mhm.
He's got an okay kit in Vasto mode. It just does a bunch of slams, a bunch of multi slashes. If you have high DPS, then cool. But once he gets his
Mhm.
awakening, he becomes okay at best. And I wouldn't even say he's above Grimmjow. It's so hard for me to say this, but he just doesn't have enough like multi-hit moves. He doesn't have enough AOE, and his roar is so small, and it also pushes enemies back. So if you're fighting against a boss and you're trying to use the roar, you're pushing them away from you. Freaking, it's crazy, man. Like he's so mid. The damage is good, but the moves are so bad. And that's just my opinion because he does have one good move and it's the beam. But who else here doesn't have a beam that does more than Ichigo's beam right now? Like, come on. Like
Honestly,
Vegito, Majin Buu,
I think
Grimmjow,
most people on the tier list right now have a higher damaging being Reggie.
Renji, fucking
Thank
yeah,
you. But that's besides the point.
yep, freaking so that specific spot, right? I think he's
Honestly, that's
I
pretty
think he's
good.
okay.
That's pretty good. Well, actually,
What's up?
mm, nah, I gotta wait till we add some more characters because I feel that there's some characters that haven't gone up there that's better than him, but I can't say nothing yet because we haven't got to them.
Let's just say Bleach's damage has just been stupid lately.
Very.
Dio, this is a fun one. Dio, post buffs. Very, very fun. Very fun character. And I think he might actually be up here in A, like high A, maybe even like low A, because of the fact that he also has like vampirism moves that is free vampirism. You could get this dude on your team and do god vampire damage. And since he just got buffed, it's so hard to say that he's not good right now. I mean, what do you guys think? God, the ability to have God on a character and vampiric skills at the same time
Is honestly broken.
with high
Is
damage
honestly
now.
broken. That as well.
I would even argue that
Mm,
he's above Aizen. Like this is my argument.
mm,
What do you guys think? Like you can't say Aizen's being more consistent than a freaking Dio right now.
honestly, with Aizen's skill set, he's definitely not more consistent. It sucks, honestly, it really does. But
No.
comparing skill sets, Dio
Hmm.
has the better skill set. I feel like
True.
Aizen has the edge on damage output.
Maybe.
That's what I'm feeling. That's
Maybe.
what I'm feeling.
The issue with that is like obliteration is so good, and then at the same time, the rest of his moves are so bad. You're pretty much waiting for obliteration to come off a cooldown. Let's be honest here. And then trying to hit a perfect box, and you're playing like something like infinite mode. Uh,
Cook.
Cooked. You're already like just
Wrap
gonna
it
start.
up.
Imagine explosion, and then all of a sudden you're already getting blown up. Infinite blown up combo right after trying to put a box on someone. Such a waste of time, in my opinion, and a waste of HP. But Dio, I think Dio is just so good right now. Buffed him. W buffs, man. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going, Dio. Like let's give him the world now. Give him the world
Honestly,
already.
that'd be pretty sick. If he gets an Evo and it's him from part 3, that'd be pretty sick, honestly.
Let's get it. Let's get it already. Evo Dio. So he could be S tier like everyone else. All right. I'm
Ooh,
sorry,
I wonder if
Janambo.
they'd
Janambo's
implement
got to be
something
at like
like
a
jump
high
stop.
A. I'm sorry, Janambo. He's just got to be a high A. Him and Kimpachi. There's like so many in S tier already, and these dudes don't even have
Yeah.
awakenings. I just can't give it to them. They have good damage, but that's because they're broken right now. There's nothing I can say. How did all the Bleach characters except for Aizen become broken? What happened?
Aizen's skill set is just butt cheeks right now. Honestly,
Damage too. They didn't give him enough damage compared to everybody else. How's Renji doing 20k with his Bankai? This dude can't do that with his freaking Spirit Box. Like, come on. The perfect box is supposed to murder somebody.
Who knows? Maybe they're downplaying Aizen. Who
Mm-mm-mm.
knows?
They need to work on that fast. All right, Toshiro. For some reason, they're considering this dude a support. I don't know.
Honestly, I haven't seen much of Toshiro myself.
Me neither.
I hear that he's all right. He's decent, but I don't know. I don't see anybody running him.
What do you call it? Yeah, Toshiro's freaking ice is just crazy. Ice Bankai. But freaking I don't know. I guess they consider ice support. But is that worth it to say that after he also just got a buff? Is it really worth putting him in like a support tier when he doesn't even heal?
S tier support. S tier support.
S tier support.
Big brain. Big brain. Now we stop playing.
Friggin' no lie, you can make the same argument for someone like Dio being a support character. Like freaking but I don't know, man. I don't know. Where do y'all feel Toshiro falls?
I feel like with Dio and him being considered a support, I feel like maybe his kit kind of separates him from the supports.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really what separates him from other other, you know what I'm saying, the other actual supports.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
Toshiro at top of support is fair, is good. But if we weren't considering him to be a support character, then he'd probably be like B or A.
BRA?
High A, high A.
High A. No, I think after Bankai, I think he also goes above Aizen in my opinion. But that's because the ice, just ice is just so cool. Imagine stun locking a boss. That's the only reason why I would put him on my team. Is just stun locking bosses, especially now that raid bosses are a thing. But at the same time, is he really, really, really doing something? Because everyone like in this tier, like S tier and above, just have iframes out the galore, and freaking they just don't stop attacking, and they don't have to deal with being stunned or anything like that. There's no reason to even run someone like this, so it makes his job useless. Even for being like really cool for having an ice Bankai that freezes him, it just makes him so useless. It's so hard to say. I don't know.
That's pretty true.
I think it's safe to keep him at support for now.
Yeah, freaking, I just feel bad for him because like a lot of these support characters don't have a job right now, unless you like really, really need a healer, and then that's about it. And
with
like
all these characters that you can get,
yeah,
I honestly think there might not be a need for supports with all the iframe and DPS spams. Honestly,
yeah, they would have to like cripple the entire game in order to make people who need doctors. If I'm lying, bro, like yeah, like someone would have to come out and just pipe wrench freaking Ichigo in the leg, and then all of a sudden he's gonna need he's gonna need a healer. Oh, freaking heck!
honestly.
All right, so we got Toji. Let's do Toji. You guys like Toji?
Goated.
All right,
I don't think
where are we feeling?
I honestly can't say much on him. I can't say much on him.
I gotta say,
No, I know you two can
personally,
definitely elaborate.
top A
Sure.
tier. Probably say best A tier.
Best A tier?
What I can say is that with an awakening, hopefully, they do add his awakening, and it's
He
him
does
with
over
resurrection.
600 with more than 3 attacks. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, freaking. It's definitely pretty good. I think that he's definitely a high to mid A tier because
Yeah, high mid.
there's just so many people that have awakenings or just do more damage than him right now. I think that he definitely deserves another damage buff out of like most people. But
Or an
man, does
awakening.
he? The real question is, does he beat Dio's damage buff? That's my argument. Does he beat Dio's damage buff? Someone who could use
I think
vampirism?
so. His second slash is like 3 hits, so it's 700 each hit, multi hit.
Yeah, No, he's got good damage.
Really
I'm
good
saying,
damage,
does that
but
beat like Dio's vampirism? Is what I'm saying, because they both pretty much are the same character. They both
But you
do
have
really
Toji
good
with
damage.
vampires, so how do you think?
Yeah, I had told you with vampire. I feel like it's the exact same thing, but if you could slap God on Dio, he just like it's super situational. Because if you could get God on Dio, you would never have to worry about damage or healing ever again. He'd be a solo like boss killer. But that's entirely situational compared to having Toji with vampirism, where Toji with vampirism was very solid and does really good damage and could just bring back the party because I would switch off to him and he just like, give me my HP back because he's got lots of iframes. But you could do that with any
mhm.
character in my opinion. Because like I got vampirism on Luffy and he just like doesn't die. So both these characters are in the same rut of having no purpose right now until they get like something that makes them ridiculously broken, which is like either just putting God on either of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I
Or an
think that
awakening, or an awakening, or an awakening as
or
well.
an awakening for sure. I think these dudes are just on the same tier. I can't argue with either of them because they both have really impressive kits. Even though Dio does have healing,
Mhm.
freaking Toji is just got a more new kit. Because keep in mind, Toji is a little newer than Dio, so
Mhm.
freaking he does have a more fluent kit too. Oh man, hard to say. But let's leave this here. I think that they both deserve to be next to each other. Honestly, I think they're both pretty much the same character. Now, a lot of people would just say like, "Yo, put Dio in front of Toji." What are you saying? And for argument's sake, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna do that for now because of healing. The healing factor makes them good. Damage
A
factor,
lot.
they're both exactly the
Yeah.
same. Freaking another person who crapped the bed and still is mediocre at best is freaking Doflamingo, man. They did bro dirty.
Ooh,
They didn't give
how
him an
so?
awakening. They didn't give
Uh,
him freaking any good damage. He's just okay, and he's just all right at best. And it just like, oh man, it hurts, man. It really does hurt. He just has decent damage. I would even argue this dude is high B because he doesn't even have an awakening yet. He doesn't even like belong on the same tier as everyone else here in this category. It would be like so disrespectful. Now, if they gave him something like Young Dofi, I don't know if you remember Young Dofi's kit from Bounty Rush
ooh.
with the
Oh yeah,
freaking rain,
broken.
string rain, and
But
stuff like that.
that is busted,
And
Oh, for
honestly.
real.
yeah, he would be way better. He would be way better. But here, he's just mid, man. I can't argue with him.
Honestly, I think a young Dofi would have been a better raid boss, honestly,
hmm
in my opinion.
I mean, I dig the swagger, but I don't think he's gonna be up there. He's almost on par with Sukuna, but even some people do. I mean not Sukuna on par with Hisoka, but even in that regard, like both these characters are yeah, all right at best. Luffy, Luffy is so surprising. This dude is so fast, so consistent. You guys don't have him, but like, I mean, you guys haven't played with him
I'd
as long
say
as I have.
probably like D tier.
D tier, dude, he is ridiculous.
Rash.
I would.
Honestly, I've heard really good things about him.
He's
I've
so
I've heard a
fast.
lot of good things
It
about him
might be just because like I'm D1 hating at Luffy because he's trash, but
because
that's
he's
just me.
trash. It's crazy. He's not bad, honestly. I've heard that he was pretty good.
He's doing like a
What do you
thousand
think,
damage
Ray?
with like every skill. So like
Oh, I also
above.
seen the video of you fighting Aizen with Luffy, and he was actually doing like really really good damage. He has high damage. Honestly, he's not bad.
Yep. I have Vampiric on him. I have some good items on him. I think he's definitely up there. And the thing is, I think that the only thing that makes him different is the fact that I have Vampiric on him, and that's why I can't put him in God tier. Because if he starts taking
Mm.
damage, and the damage gets serious, he's good, but he won't be able to to finish the job as quickly as everyone else here in God tier. Like that's my argument for God tier is that the fact that I just don't think he deals as quick as damage compared to God tier characters, but he's faster than everyone else in the S tier. The Snake Man Barrage has a 6-second cooldown. Leads with another hockey awakening, another freaking thing that has 8-second cooldown. He has the stomp that has another 8-second cooldown, and he also has the Gum Gum Snake Man the double Snake Man cannon, which could have a chance has a chance to hit twice and do almost 4,000 damage. So
Now that
freaking yeah,
that's actually wild.
with the
We could put him in
crits,
C tier.
You can put him in C tier. Nah,
with the
he
crits, I think he's
deserves
very
A
impressive.
plus for sure. A plus. Like he deserves. I think S tier's
I don't
perfect.
think he's better.
Better than Vegito? I don't think
Nah,
so.
nah,
I don't
exactly. That's what
think
I'm trying
so.
to say.
Better
Like, I
than
don't
Vegito?
think
Oh
I
he's
don't
better
nah,
than
think
Vegito
so.
oh
or
nah,
Majin
dude,
or Kid Buu.
his starting kit is
Vegito
his
Evo.
starting
Vegito
kit.
Evo.
No,
This
he.
is Vegito Evo. I have Vegito Evo. He's pretty OP, bro.
I'm telling you now, Vegito Evo's good, but even without the Evo, freaking Luffy just slaughters. He's got
But like
like
with the
multi-hit
buff
moves, multi-hit
Kamehameha
moves.
wave, we're talking like I think it was 160 each tick for like
Yeah,
6 seconds, 10 seconds.
Ooh.
that's a good 1,000 damage. Freaking what do you call it? A few couple like 1,000 and some change. But Luffy does that and then repeats doing that though. It's hard to argue that Luffy is weaker than an older character like Vegito. But even though Vegito did get some buffs, I do say Vegito's buffs are nice, but I don't think that he is on par with Luffy. I think Luffy's too fast. Those cooldowns are ridiculous. His damage goes into like the freaking thousands in seconds. Like we're talking about like at least 2k DPS. And that's spamming. That's just spamming all of his moves. Even his Conqueror's Hockey does up to 1,000 damage without crits, and then with crits goes to 2,000 something.
Jeez.
So freaking,
Oh no, man.
and they
Luffy
all
seems
have
unfair.
iframes. You've seen
I think he's
you've seen my
overglazing. I
gameplay.
think he's
Yeah,
overglazing, chat. I
yeah.
think he might be overglazing.
I might be. I might be.
Just a
Hence
He
why.
bit,
might
but
be.
but but it is kind of fair
It's
if you
fair.
have seen the gameplay of him, if you have
Yeah,
seen Cole using him, it is pretty fair, honestly,
he's pretty
to
good.
be
Go with
glazing
it.
him like that.
It's just ridiculous how fast this Snake Man is. I was dissing
This is
bro at
not
the
fair.
beginning, but that's because his
I
moves
yeah,
look
I
too
remember
slow.
that too. I remember that too. You were
Gotta put
downplaying
an
him when you got
unfair
him, and
tier.
then you actually started using him.
Yep. And I used Ichigo too. Don't get me wrong. I used Visored Mask Ichigo. I've used Wano Sanji. I've used Toji. I've used all these characters. And freaking the only person I can say for sure I've never used is Vegito. Freaking
We
I've
should have
never
a
used
tier
Vegito.
where like it's characters that are strong as they shouldn't be. Like Luffy, he shouldn't be that strong.
Because
I
he's
say he
sitting
should
next
be
to Super
stronger.
Saiyan Vegeta.
I say he should be stronger. Considering that now,
Renji's
well,
up
I'm
there.
gonna be.
Renji
Yeah,
defeats
but
the
we can all
Dragon Ball
agree Vegito
verse.
has the most aura.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Renji
aura.
pops
That's aura,
Bankai, and
man.
then he launches the beam, and then the verse is gone, just like that.
No.
We
Just
lo-
like that,
we
man.
lose the One Piece verse. We lose the Dragon Ball verse. He conquered Soul Society. Freaking
And, and he also does 20k to Goku, man. He also does 20k to Goku, bro. I'm telling you.
No. What? Vegeta steps in, wins, saves the day.
Oh,
all right. We got some more. We got a few more to finish off. Death the Kid. Oh Lord,
oh
Death the
my
Kid.
lord. Honestly, he's either high S or low God because his skit is so spammable. His cooldowns are all so low. All his skills are multi attack. 9 times out of 10, they'll always hit, and they always have high damage.
Dude,
He
dude
most
is a
solid unit in the
walking
game, honestly.
Beyblade. He's just a walking
Literally,
Beyblade. He doesn't stop attacking. You get Vampire God, anything good on this dude, he just won't stop attacking. Oh, freaking!
he's definitely better than Ichigo.
This is the
That
hard
I
Definitely.
one
can
though.
assure you.
Freaking, he's definitely gonna be
Better
up
than.
here.
I don't know about Kid Buu.
Higher than Kid Buu for sure. From my experience, he's higher than Kid Buu.
Higher.
He's definitely a lot better
Isn't
than
he a
Kid Buu.
higher level? Don't you have him at a higher level?
Nah, not even because of that.
No,
Not even
I've
because of
seen
that. I
Death the
just
Kid do some absolute
the
work.
consistency. It's just the consistency of Death the Kid.
Mhm.
The
Iframes
fact that his
galore.
skills
He's
can come off or
untouchable.
cool down so quick. Oh my lord! It makes his kit all the more spammable, bro.
First character without an awakening, by the way. Freaking, and he's doing this type of damage. He's making Toji and Dio look bad. Freaking, he's making Kibachi look bad. he's so good. He's just
Piece
ridiculously
of
good.
work, honestly. Piece of work.
If they can make more characters like Death the Kid, which are standalones, they actually might like get more characters like Toji more impressed, like more impressive characters. You know what I mean? Like make them more
Yeah.
consistent. Freaking Toji's got one move that could freaking destroy his entire kit, and that's that throwing of the rock. Like, I hate that move so much. But freaking Death the Kid doesn't have a single move that's bad. It's just
That's
it's
and
just
that's so
doubling
that's
his
what's
damage.
so good about him.
I would even argue that he's above Vegito, but that's for after the Vegito buff. I can't say that. After the Kid
Mm,
Buu buff, I can't say that. I would even say Kid Buu's above him, but that's because Kid Buu is just so good. But Death
He's
the
the
Kid,
goat.
Death the Kid is
I
just
would say
more.
Kid Buu just doesn't have that consistency. He
Yeah,
does not have the
he's got to
consistency
stop for 6 seconds to
that
launch
the
an
kid
attack.
has.
Then he's got to stop for another 6 seconds to launch an attack. He's
And then in another 8 seconds. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
he's
really
pretty
bad for the
slow.
cooldowns on Kid Buu. But his damage does make up for that. His damage does make up for that.
Yeah, Kid Buu. I gotta get me a Kid Buu, another one. Freaking, I want to get like Midas on a Kid Buu, and then because like
Midas.
Sukuna's not looking too good for me, and I think we should talk about it.
Oh man. I mean, but that's because you have Luffy. That's
Yeah,
because you
but
have
no, no,
Luffy.
no, 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 no. Sukuna got freaking dogged on. He's
Honestly,
good, but look at this roster real quick and tell him he belongs up here.
Yeah, no, his 11 tick damage kind of trash.
uh, well, the thing is, with his 11 tick damage, it lasts quite a bit. His
I think
domain lasts quite a bit.
I think he
I put him
deserves to be
above. The,
here or even here. I don't think that
okay,
he's
whoa,
on.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Carried by domain and flame arrow. Carried by domain and flame
Flame
arrow.
Arrow
For real,
sucks, bro. Flame Arrow
you gotta
sucks.
aim it.
It's better than dissect flare. It's better than dissect flare.
No, but Dissect Flurry is more consistent than Flame Arrow. Did you know that? It does more damage than Flame Arrow. Freaking
Ooh, chat.
Flame
Maybe
Arrow
I
is
might be
so
wrong.
bad and actually has a smaller hitbox than the actual animation. Flame Arrow is so bad. And Domain Expansion is the only
The
reason I use
hitbox is
Yuji.
pretty iffy on it.
Yeah, the Domain Expansion is the only reason why you even use Sukuna. And that's it. And, like, that's being generous because we're putting him
I
above,
think
like,
they have to nerf it again,
homie.
for being honest.
They need to stop nerfing him. Oh, man.
You need to
Freaking.
hurry up and give him. You need
Change
to
it to
hurry up and give
5
him that
tick.
high and arrow form. Then they
Change
need to
it to
make
5
Sukuna his
tick.
own character at this point.
Change it
Yep.
to 5 tick.
Freaking, man.
Change, trying to
They
nerf him again?
Hell yeah.
Trying to nerf him again?
Hell
bro,
yeah.
after that damage nerf came out and they nerfed like every character, not including like every, they just nerfed Ryuji out the wazoo, bro. Bro was doing like 6 a tick. It was terrible. Freaking
We need
man,
that.
they
We
did
need
him
that
bad.
back.
All right. Freaking yeah, freaking I think we're down to our last 6. So we got a few characters here. We got Nezuko, we got Tanjiro, we got oh, why did we not go over Ichigo earlier? We should have went through him.
We went over Ichigo with the mask.
Well,
No, Ichigo without the mask.
epic Ichigo.
Bankai
Epic
Ichigo.
Ichigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bankai Ichigo, freaking, I think he's really good. But that's because like,
I
he
think he
carries most
serves
games.
best. I think he really serves best as a starter character.
Yeah, he's probably one of
'Cause-
the better starter characters.
And one of the easiest to awaken, by the way. That's what also makes him very starter friendly. He's super easy to awaken. Takes like no effort.
Like, what is it, like 65 pirates? Normal fist pirates from
Something like
infinite
that.
mode? Something like that. Freaking super easy to
Very,
awaken.
very easy. Very quick to do.
And he has good damage. A lot of people diss his damage. He has very good damage. I would even say that he's above Asta in that regard. But my
Yeah.
problem with Ichigo is I think he definitely belongs like right here. My problem with him is that his one move.
The amplified Getsuga, that one.
Yeah, it should do more. I don't know why it doesn't do more than the original Getsuga. Like it just matches damage with the
Ah,
original Getsuga, even though it's
you know,
supposed to
and
be a
that's what's nice
stronger
about it.
variant.
Literally in the name, amplified, but you know, we
Yeah,
digress.
yeah, freaking whatever. All right, Tanjiro.
Hmm.
I think he's fun.
Speaking of Tanjiro, I just got him
Sun
awakened.
breathing is pretty good. I fuck with it.
I just awakened him.
Freaking sun breathing is so fun. I would even say that he's above these guys in
He's
a regard.
Yeah, I
fun
need to try him for
and
myself.
easy to
I'll
get.
do it right now.
He the thing about him is I think he's a high B. The reason I would put him above a few is just because of the fact that he's just got such solid damage for and like there's
You
just
can't go
so much
wrong with it.
room for growth. What's up?
So you just can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, he's seen his moveset though, right? It's freaking fun. And you
Yeah, I
just
have
go
him.
in, the
I have
combo
sun
is
breathing.
insane. The claw,
Combos are
He's
insane.
also pretty easy to awaken as well.
yeah, what is he cheap? He's super cheap.
You can do it. You can just do it by playing the game, and you wouldn't even notice until you get him. You head over to the evolve, and then you notice. Oh, hey, I already have all of this. That's how easy. That's how easy it is to awaken him. Honestly.
Also, he doesn't need mode bar. This is the weird part. He's just one of those dudes who, once he becomes awakened, he becomes an amplified version of a character, which is super unique. I don't think there's any other character that also is like this Tanjiro. I can't like think of one. Like the even the Bleach characters that did come out, these dudes have awakenings, but they just get their Bankai as something they have to build up through mode bar, and then they release. But with this Tanjiro, he just becomes a brand new character, and you don't have to do anything. You just play it consistently. He does good damage. Freaking very underrated character. Very underrated. A lot of people just don't want to farm him because they see him and they're like, this dude's not unique. But then they don't
Mhm.
realize this dude
True.
is up there with all the other unique plus plus characters. Like he's up there. He's like right there with like mythicals. He'll
Definitely.
yeah. Go ahead. You
Said
were
definitely.
yeah. Freaking. We do have. I guess we should start with his sister, Nezuko. I don't like her as much. I think that
Mid.
she's pretty mid. She's got a cool like attacking thing going on, like where she does like a lot of damage through her skills. But the only problem with her is like that's it, man. Like she doesn't really do much after that. She's like you
Mm.
almost never see anyone run her because she's
A
a
one
weaker
and done
version
type
of what Dio
character.
is.
He's a one and done character.
Yeah, one and done.
For
I would even say that she's not even near A tier, honestly. Like we're talking like a maybe
C.
a high B, like maybe like behind Doflamingo, maybe. No, screw that. Behind Sanji. So, behind. Hang on. Let me just fix this. There we go. There we
Sanji
go.
glaze
Hey,
is crazy.
behind Ichigo. Oh, behind Ichigo. He starts dropping
No,
her
no.
down.
Hisoka, you only got two moves, dude. Get better.
Oh, man.
They're pretty
Potential.
good
He has
though. Well,
potential, man. He
that's
has
to be
potential, man. He
compared.
has potential, man. He could be something great. Right now, he's pretty mid.
Yeah, she's just like a budget version of what all these other characters already do, which is high damage, high reward. But she's not that high of a damage dealer. She's all right, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one too because I just don't like her kit. She's just supposed to be a fighter more than an ability user, and it doesn't work when every other character is an ability user, not a fighter. So telling me like I don't know, man. I just don't feel her. I really don't. I think that she's like Toji's better. Aizen's obviously better. Tanjiro's really good. Freaking Doflamingo's got crap damage, but at least he has a workable move set. And everyone else here just does good damage. All right,
Facts.
Bakime,
But,
or how do you say her name, guys?
Akame or Bakame, whatever.
Yeah,
That
Bakime.
Bakame is in the game, but Akame. Akame, I heard
She's got
she's a decent boss killer. I heard she's a decent boss killer. In her Evo, she has amazing damage.
yeah, I like her. I think that she has a very cool Evo.
I
Freaking.
wouldn't put her above Toji.
Why is
Well,
that?
the thing is, I would put her above Toji because she has the Evo. That's why I would put her above Toji.
I think she's
Maybe.
definitely a mid A, but
Hmm.
between I don't know if she's better than Dio because after Dio got buffed, he just became really useful to new players. But I think she has more damage than him still. Hard to say. What do y'all think between her and Dio?
She I think she definitely has more damage for sure.
Probably takes the cake.
All right, we'll just leave it
Get
there.
him off the video. Get him off the nonstop.
What? What?
Oh, Phantom Text.
What did he say?
Phantom
Sorry, I
Text,
was
man.
distracted for
Don't
a
even
second.
mention it. Don't even mention it, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't mention
Itachi. This dude,
it.
interesting. Freaking, he's definitely got good damage and he's got a lot of AOE, but he low key fell off. Now the
Yo,
reason
no
I say
glaze here,
that,
God tier.
no
No
glaze here,
glaze is
god tier. That's
crazy. That
crazy.
is instant glaze. That is immediate glaze.
I don't know if
Yo,
he
just
really.
off aura. Just off aura. You
I,
know,
Top
God
A,
tier. You
low
gotta
B.
say.
Top A, low B.
No glaze. Just saying. We gotta say. God tier.
Oh
I,
no, not top A, low B, but top B, low A. Top B, low A. Here you go.
I don't think he competes with this
Set
meta.
my mind
I'm
fried.
not gonna lie to you. I don't think he competes with this meta.
Honestly, this meta is really just DPS spam.
Yeah, he just doesn't do that. That's the thing. He has the Mangekyo, which just like freezes the bosses, but that's the best he can do. And then the rest is like the I'm gonna try not to fuck
The,
this up. Uh,
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, yeah,
There
freaking.
you go.
And that's like about it. Everything else is like all right. He just doesn't have any other move after that that does like very significant work when everyone else could do that workload times 10. You know what I mean? He kind of
Yeah.
fell off after this meta was created. Uh, and he's never really been at the top. Obviously, Sukuna's been at the top. And for a meta to change like this, man, freaking a lot of people just don't notice that it really just has to do with damage and skills. And I just can't say that
And a
he's
lot of iframe as well. A
yeah,
lot of iframes
a
as
lot
well.
of iframes. That is very true.
Heavy on the iframes.
Yep. And
A lot of these new characters
I think even
consist
for
of.
that, I would even put him like low A, low A, like right there. I don't know. Between him and Aizen, I feel like they're the same freaking character. The only difference is Aizen does more damage, so I'm gonna do that. So freaking yeah, I think and
Doing eyes in dirt, bro. Doing eyes in dirt.
yeah, Itachi fell off, man. Itachi fell off. Everyone else is getting buffs except for
Unfortunately.
Homeboy. Freaking
He needs one.
and
You
then
know who needs one?
We need awakening with Susanoo. You know what I'm
So
oh
saying?
yes,
he need
Awakening with
one.
Susanoo. That'd be crazy. Or just
Ooh,
Awakening to
that'd be
Madara.
sick.
Now,
Or maybe even I'm saying maybe even more Naruto characters like Madara, Obito. Because honestly, I feel like those would be pretty sick additions. Very great awakening.
dude, I am waiting.
Minato would be pretty sick with an awakening in the Hokage form.
Ooh,
Yep,
maybe even Karama. Maybe even
Or
Karama mode.
reanimated, yeah, Kurama mode.
That'd be pretty sick, honestly.
guys, we need this to be a reality.
No, 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 no. He's
He's
not even in the game. Get him down to mid tier.
not there yet, so
He-
he may have the potential, but we need to see it. We need to see it happen. We need to see it happen for him
No,
to,
I'm just gonna leave
be
that part
great.
there for the thumbnail.
Dude, what
So
the
That
when
is
I take the picture,
crazy.
that's gonna be
people are
the
gonna be like,
clickbait.
what the hell?
W
W banger.
W. And now you see, look, now you gotta cut this out. Now you gotta cut this out.
Nah, we're gonna leave that part in.
Banger.
Freaking
Gotta let him know.
Makes
yeah.
it all the better.
Someone's gonna
Honestly.
go to the back of the video and they're just gonna be like, "Hey, bye guys," and then banger. It's just like freaking.
Hey,
No,
look
like we
at the
need
tier
Wano
list.
Soul.
And
We
it's
need
just
Wano.
Zoro God.
We
Yeah,
need.
Wano Zoro. I feel like he would honestly be either top of S like Luffy or even God tier.
All right, let's do some
I'm
last
not
second.
gonna lie.
Let's do some last second changes before like we leave or anything like that.
Mhm.
So freaking, how are we feeling about this tier list?
No, it's like
Um,
a little minor change, you know, maybe like Vegito and Itachi and God tier, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
No
okay.
glaze, no glaze.
The grades are crazy, but mm,
I do have an idea.
I think honestly, Sukuna doesn't deserve S.
Dang.
Probably A tier.
I feel like he
Yeah.
doesn't deserve A tier, high A tier for sure, but S tier, I don't know, man.
I wouldn't even say
He's
higher
kind of
than
bro
Toji
now.
now, though.
He is kind of bad.
He
Now that
he
doesn't mean he's
really got
not
downplayed.
viable.
He really got
That doesn't mean he's
downplayed.
not viable.
I put him below
But
Itachi.
I put
My
him above.
okay,
Way
so
above.
this is my
Top of
change.
eight is honestly perfect.
This is my change. Freaking, I would replace Sanji with Ichigo. I'd switch their spots.
Whoa.
I
Ooh,
I
The
don't
glaze
think
is crazy.
Ichigo. I don't
I
think
go as
he
far
has
to
the
say I go as far to say he's better than Byakuya. Actually, I go as far to say that, especially in Evo.
who
Remember, this is Wano Sanji we're talking about. This is Wano Sanji we're talking about. I
raid.
definitely go as far to say that he's better. Oh, we're not ready. Yeah, my ball check. It's just it is in the game. It's, you know what I'm saying. But
I I
you're right.
really don't think that someone like Ichigo, like the only good move he has is the beam. That's it. Hang on, we gotta move this around real quick. Hang on. There we go. There we go. We got big chin Janumbo above Sukuna right now. But
Mhm.
honestly, man, you've seen the size of Janumbo's moves, bro. Like he could clear just as fast as freaking like the
But
shrine
he
does, man.
can't. He can't clear as much as he can't clear as much though. That's the thing.
The dude,
He
he's
can clear as fast,
massive.
maybe, but he can't clear as much. He can't clear as much, honestly.
Dude, yeah, but the thing is, it's like you can make the same argument for Luffy, because Luffy, right? He doesn't clear as much, but he clears it fast. And both
Yeah.
Kenpachi and Janambo could do that because
The,
they all have these AOE moves that just do
see,
ridiculous
but the difference
splash.
between Luffy and Jidambo is their damage. The difference is immaculate, and that's exactly why Luffy's up there because his damage is amazing, and he can also clear it just as fast as Sukuna.
Yeah, but Janambo also has good damage. That's the thing. Keep in mind, these dudes are
Higher than.
freaking broken right now. They have ridiculous
Mhm.
damage scaling because they were overtuned. The only difference is they don't have Bankai. I mean, think about it. Mayori, his best move is his multi slashes, and his Bankai does half the damage the multi slashes actually do. Like, that's the thing. Freaking Bankai doesn't matter with these guys. And then after that, Renji's just got the ridiculous Bankai, but he doesn't have the
20K.
consistency of
That's
just spamming.
20K.
Yeah, freaking,
Unfortunate for him.
he literally does like, okay, so like, realistically speaking, we're talking about like 1300 damage just with one move from Mayori versus the 20K from Renji that he needs to build up to. You know what I'm saying? So think about that for a second. And then think about Janambo, who's running around slapping people for like 600 damage at max. Or not 600 damage. I don't know what damage he does. I think it's like 800 or something with every move. And he's just freaking AoEing everything that's coming around him. Like, the only difference is Sakuna's mode is just so good. But after the mode, like, Itadori's just not too good.
But Itadori does that damage, so his skill set is but to be fair. Yuji's skill set is kind of mid, but the damage is what saves him.
It does.
And then Kenpachi just has super broken damage right now. I'm, he's just so good right now.
Honestly, I think his skill set's pretty good as well.
The ranged giant splashes of just Ryatsu burst. What is it? What is his move considered? The big old slash on the ground, or he just throws that at people?
Oh, that I'm not sure, but I know what you're talking about, and that does a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I say it does too much damage
It's,
because
uh,
it hurts. For his character, it hurts, honestly.
I might start fighting with Byakuya right now because of this conversation. Because Byakuya is just like, he's got good damage, but he's like, he's, I don't know. I like Byakuya. I like Byakuya where he's at. I don't really want to move him too much because like I feel like he's kind of like the middle ground for all the Bleach characters right now because there's either stupid broken or there's all right broken,
Or
and then there's Byakuya
yeah,
who's like right in the middle. And he's just
It's,
like he's like okay defensive, got a pretty balanced kit, not too much to deal with, and like interesting gameplay with Bankai, like an actual Bankai mode, which is super interesting compared to everyone else who just fucking spam skills. But besides that, yeah, I think that's about it. Freaking, I don't think we have any more thoughts, concerns, anything like that. I think Jinbei deserves where he belongs.
definitely. Ooh,
Jinbei
definitely.
in mid for real.
Don't ever switch him out of there. He deserves that spot. Oh my
Stays in there
lord. Until they
permanent.
make him better, he needs to stay down there. And I don't think they'll ever make him better, honestly.
All right.
Hey, yo, Rage Bait, put Aizen and everybody in D tier for the thumbnail.
Rage
That'd be
bait.
crazy.
Or in mid.
Nah, nah. I
Bait.
think we got a good. I think we got the good clickbait up here. All right.
With the Zoro.
All right.
Oh nah, you gotta put. You might need to actually put Jinbei up in God too.
Dude, that'd
For
be
his
Ooh, you might
thumbnail.
need to
stupid.
put
That would actually
Jinbei.
be rage bait.
That'd be rage bait. That'd be rage bait.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for the thumbnail. But this is the final tier
Dang.
list, guys. This is the final tier list. Anything after this is an
Who's up?
absolute
Who's up?
joke.
Anything after this is an absolute joke.
All
If you
right.
skip to the video, you won't realize that.
Yeah, if
we
you
only
skip
got
to
to go
the
on
end, you're gonna summon for Jinbei on. You're gonna want to know.
Be like, yo, I got the most god tier
Uh,
unit in the game.
and then they get in game and they see he's absolute dog water. Oh
Big
man.
booty.
I used to think he was good, and then I used him. And then
Yep.
I used him, and I regretted it.
All right. Well, y'all take it easy. Thank you guys for helping out with the video. Y'all want to say goodbye?
What's man?
Later.
Man, peace out, YouTube. See y'all on the next one.
Yep. Y'all take it easy now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I will see you guys later. Don't forget all the links down below, like the Discord and stuff like that. Keep in touch. Peace.